get an update from your teammate. Whoa, he just spun out. Whoa, that was really realistic. Hello everyone. Doing something a bit different today. I'm playing Grid, but not any old Grid. It is the Stadia edition of Grid. So I don't know if you know this, but they've put out a 2-month trial for Google Stadia. I've never used Stadia before. I remember it getting kind of mixed reviews, being quite impressive and also failing at the exact same time. But giving it away for 2 months, why not? Let's try it out. And one of the games that is free on it right now is Grid, and this is a game I really wanted to play. So let's try this out. Grid. So this is playing the game. I've not downloaded it. This is being just directly streamed to my PC. What? To access your game, you need to refresh your account. What? Okay, so I'm playing it through the browser. If you can tell, I'm playing this game just through my browser. Important safety information. Okay, thank you. Back to the game, please. So yeah, this game is entirely streamed. It's kind of like Netflix for games, and I want to see how it runs. I don't know what the input lag is going to be like. Is there going to be input lag? Codemasters. Now I love Codemasters games. They make pretty much all the best racing games, I think. Oh, I'm getting excited. It doesn't look so great right now. Create a new save game. It doesn't look quite 1080p yet. And okay, it looks a bit better now. So this is my first look at the game. I've never played this Grid, but Grid does hold a special place in my heart. It's one of my favourite racing games. The original Grid came out in 2008, and this looks pretty good actually.
The WSR. How can you top this season?
On the road to the Grid World Series, we can expect more action, more drama, and it's all happening right here in the WSR.
Okay, I think straight into a race. Yeah, straight in. So this is quite impressive. I'm streaming this game, and the input lag is... There's a little bit of input lag, but it's not as bad as I thought. Straight in there with the game. To think this is being streamed straight to my PC. Press Y to press... Oh, the flashback system is back. Now this is a system I loved that was introduced in the first Grid game. Now I want to drive as clean as possible. So the Grid games hold a special place in my heart. The first one being out in 2008. Then they made Grid 2 and then Grid Autosport. So instead of getting a Grid 3, we get the Grid 2019 reboot. And you know what? This game does look interesting. It's kind of just a remix of the first game with slightly updated visuals, better cars, better gameplay graphics. And I'll tell you what though, it feels really fun. I'm so glad the flashback... What the motherfucker? Just took me out. I'm last now. That's not fair. I want to restart. Will I restart? Yes, because I'm like that. Restart. This is really impressive considering it's being streamed to my PC through Chrome. I haven't downloaded anything, I haven't done anything. I've just signed up and here I am playing this 2019 game. One of my favourite things from the first Grid was the damage model. Whoa, that looked really cool. Because I didn't cause that, the game just did that itself. So this game is kind of like a simulation mixed in with arcade. It's not fully, it's a lot more rough and rugged. Cars crash, the damage model is supposed to be very impressive in this game. It was very impressive in 2008, so I'll be really interested to see what the damage model is like in 2019. I'm loving it so far actually, considering I haven't downloaded a single thing. I didn't wait 4 hours for a massive 60 gig download or anything. I'm just playing it. Now this is not sponsored by Google Stadia, but I am bigging it up at the moment. I guess because it's free. 6th. I don't even know if it's possible to win that first race.
Over to Indianapolis.
And Kristen, it's gotta be the one to watch.
Yeah, you won't want to miss it, Alex. The Grid World Series is so close you can touch it. I reckon there's going to be a brawl out there to make it through.
NASCAR. This looks fun. Now, I think one thing that's missing from this game that was in 2008 was the demolition derbies.
Hunting for that draft and looking for the overtake.
This game looks great.
They've lost control. The other team now looking to capitalize.
Whoa,
Tire to tire, someone's not coming out of this.
that was awesome. Look at this. It's kind of like that scene from Cars.
Wait a second, Darryl. McQueen is in the wreckage.
There's no way the rookie can make it through. Not in one piece, that is.
That was awesome. Oh shit, no!
Okay, good work there. You did well.
Good work there. No, I think I'll rewind. Straight off the bat. Oh my god, it's so hard. Can I rewind again? I just don't want to lose control straight off the bat. Okay, bit better, bit better. I've already used up 2 of my flashbacks. I love the flashback system in this game. Because you can very easily make a mistake in this game and it can be game over. You can crash and destroy your car. Follow the racing line. Turning 2 in. This car surprisingly has a bit of oversteer. No! Okay, good recovery. This game looks great. Like, it doesn't look as sharp as just downloading the game and playing it. I didn't download a single thing, so I'm not going to complain. And it was free. Someone's crashed. This I don't think was in the first game. But they've taken out Demolition Derby, which I really enjoyed in 2008. I think Grid 2 is actually one of the best racing games. PlayStation 3? Of that era, it's one of the best games, one of the best racing games. I'm not sure this game quite reinvented the wheel. I would have preferred this game just being Grid 3, but I think they were probably worried that no one knew what Grid was before. Catching up. Try to take him on the inside. That was a fail. That was a fail. Right, the damage model is so good in this game. I know that already. Let's just take this carefully. Bit of a drift. No. Let's try that again. The rewind feature is so cool, but I've only got 1 left, so let's be careful this time. I'm gonna brake a little bit earlier there. Try to take him on the outside. But I did brake quite a lot there. These guys are really fighting it. I want to try at least take over one of them. Oh, a bit wide. Bit of lag there.
Over the line.
No, you're not passing me. That was really intense, actually.
And it's being settled at Brands Hatch, Kristen.
The clouds may be grey, but the action will be as colourful as ever, especially given the added complexity of a waterlogged road surface. If you can win in these conditions and under this pressure, well, you are prime Grid World Series material.
So without further ado, this final is about to begin. So hold on to your umbrellas. It's race day.
Okay, rainy weather this time.
Brilliant overtake, just so smooth.
Oh, there's
Which
a
car am
lot
I?
of fellows out there taking no prisoners. We got a driver heading off the tarmac. He's gonna lose some time there.
It's really intense, the driving. Whoa, I'm one of the guys crashing. No. So what do I do now? Oh, my race starts after a crash. That's not what I expected. What's change camera? It's R1? Oh, a bit of lag there. There's a whole lot of lag when I change camera. Hey, get away from me. Whoa. My car is really banged up. Changing camera, the game was really lagging actually. But now it seems a bit better. Let's check out the inside view. That's really what I want to do. It's really impressive. The rain, getting wiped away and stuff. Whoa. That just came off by itself. Car is not very fast. My bumper just flew off. I didn't do anything then. This is a race I'm pretty familiar with. I've played a lot of this race in Gran Turismo. I want to at least overtake someone. My car is wrecked though, look at it. Get an update from your teammate. Whoa, he just spun out. Whoa, that was really realistic. That looked incredible. That crash then. And the sound effects. This is just my first look at the game. I've never played this game before, but I'm a huge fan of Grid. And this is enticing me to play more. Especially to see things just happen by themselves. There's no scripted crashes, it is just happening down to the AI. I've taken over a few people, despite having a completely destroyed car. Take him on the inside. So, I know in this game, you can be a little bit more rough, but at the cost of maybe destroying your own car too. But it has something called a nemesis system, so if you hit someone, they will get angry with you. And will also maybe try to take you out as well. That's alright, fourth considering how far back I was and after that crash. This is doing a really good job of really getting me excited about the game.
Season. You're going to dominate the Grid World Series.
Those are some introductory races to the game.
Now you're the expert, but from where I was sitting, that was a final to remember. From a mid-race spin-out to an electrifying finish, this race and the WSR Series has given us plenty to look back on. But what's next?
Well, next for those skilled enough to have got this far, Alex, and made it to the top of the standings, is the Grid World Series. If the WSR is the proving ground, then the Grid World Series is the battleground, where the best racers on the planet compete in multiple race disciplines to find out who is the ultimate racer.
Well, I can't add anything more to that, Kristen. So as the dust settles on the WSR today, in the distance, the Grid World Series starts its engines, gearing up for the most thrilling racing action around. And we'll be right there with you.
Grid. So that was just my introduction to the game. And that was a good introduction to the game. So here we are, Grid. Okay. I don't want to do free play. You know what? I'll do maybe a couple career races and I'll call it there. This is just a quick look at the game. It's my first look at the game. Look at all this. There's a lot to get through. TC2 UK Open, Bay Area Storm, F1000 Series, Classic Minis. One that caught my eye was the Bay Area Storm, because that race, I'm pretty sure this exact race in San Francisco is in Grid 1. And I have to buy a car as well. Now, I remember from Grid 1, the demo of Grid 1, back when demos were a big thing, was this race. And you drive a Mustang. I think I'm liking the Plymouth Cuda, you know, it looks pretty cool. Fine choice. Is that Google Stadia's version of achievements? Bay Area Storm. This is a race I'm very excited about because I've done this race in the classic Grid a lot.
Welcome to today's event.
Just seeing it in 2019 with new graphics and new gameplay, you know, entirely new game. Where am I? Am I right at the back? Hope not. Wait, what is that on the top? I'm getting points for my driving style. This car does feel big and heavy to drive, and that's kind of one of the reasons why I chose it. That light touch that I did on that car, and my car's already out of shape. Like, you have to do some really intense braking in this game, because it's not like Gran Turismo where you can bounce off other cars. You can bounce off other cars if you want, but you're going to damage your own car. And also make enemies in this game. Yeah, you have to be really careful. I don't want to make any enemies, and I want to try to drive as clean as possible. Race line combo. No! Shit. That guy. That's what happens when you don't pay attention. Drifted the turn. But I can't be using my flashbacks like that. I don't want to run out. Slingshot, proximity combo. So it's interesting that there's combo points and stuff in this game, which I didn't expect. A bit like Need for Speed Shift. No! Shit. He pushed me into that. Having time travel in a racing game is super useful. Yeah, how do you like that? One of the things that sold me for the first game back in 2008 was the damage model, and they just improved on that in every Codemasters game since. I'm 6th, apparently. I'll brake late and try and get past these guys. Oh, that was risky. These cars are fast. That was a good overtake. I want to try and get in front of these two guys, because then I'll get 3rd at least. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! 3rd. That was very close between me and that Camaro. So you get XP based on not just position, but based on your driving style. Finish 3rd or higher, finish in the top half, maintain start position, and a completion bonus. Bay Area Storm, I think this looks like part 2 to that.
And we're heading into the final round now, where it'll
The final
all be
round.
exciting.
So I want to try do a bit better this time. Well, my car fixed itself, which is good. Get a fresh car out of it. So it looks like I've got a... Have I got an enemy? Yeah, that look... Is that an enemy or is that a helper? Is that a teammate? Dirty driving already. There's a lot of trading paint. Yo, that was my own dude. No, that guy's my rival. That's why he's being really aggressive. Oh, that was a bad turn. Really late braking. Car's already kind of bent at the front. I'm moving up the ranks. Take this guy on the outside. So if you're good enough, you don't have to completely follow this racing line. You can brake quite late. But braking late obviously has its consequences. If you're not paying attention, you'll end up smashing into another car or overshooting a turn. I'm having a bit of trouble. They're driving really tight on the corners, so there's not much room. But here we go. Bit of trading paint, but I managed to get to 5th. This is 2 laps. I think I could probably come first on this one. I'm 3rd already. 1 more lap to go. I can definitely get 2nd. Well, getting first is going to be the tough one. Overtake. So once I learn the tracks, I'll be able to take some of these turns really fast, I think. Just drift that one a little bit. I've just got to do some really good driving now to catch up to that guy in the first. And not do shot like that. I'm catching up to him. I'm right behind him. Oh, that was a big hit. So that looks really realistic at the back of his bumper. Take him on the inside. There you go. First. Oh, he's going to try to take me. No, I'm not going to let you. I'm not letting you. Good turn, good turn. And it looks like I'm first. There you go. First place. That was really fun. This game's racing is so fun. Level up. So what does leveling do in this game? Let's figure this out. I've pretty much got my money back. I've got 23,000 more than what I did when I started. It's a bit like COD when you do at the end of a multiplayer match and it tells you what accolades you got. Sweet. First. That was really fun actually. So this, just for a first look at the game, this is really impressive. I'm actually really enjoying this. There's something about the driving in this game. And it felt really intense the whole way through. I wasn't getting bored. Sometimes Gran Turismo you can get a bit of fatigue, but this game was really fun considering my car could die at any moment if I just crashed hard enough. And if you got to really drive carefully in this game. I think I'll do one more event and then we'll call it there. So obviously you have to do events to unlock other events. This one's just one round, it's a GT Group 2. That looks like a Mustang there. I'm going to try this one. And I have to, of course, buy my car again. I think I've got to go with the Mustang. It's also the cheapest one. Yeah, I'm going to go for the Mustang. Select and let's go. This is a rolling start. This feels totally different to the other car I was driving. It's a lot more powerful. It's a lot more grippy as well. Again, the best way I think to play this game is to take them on the inside, but then again, they're almost taking me out. Oh, I almost got caught in that corner then. Just drift around the outside. It's kind of dirty, but also really clean at the same time. Yeah, climbing up the ranks. I'm 6th now, so it looks like you can take a lot of these turns at full speed, but not this one. Got to brake really hard, but I managed to get in front of 2 cars there. Very clean, very clean. So that looks like my buddy. Oh, that was a bit dirty then. I just hit my own friend as well. Get out of my way, man. Get out of my way. This is 4 laps. Flipping out. Well, I'm already first, so now I just got to maintain the position now. And the rest of the race is going to be boring if I'm first all the way through. The game does look really good, and yeah, like I said, I think a downloaded version of this game would probably look a lot better. You get a few artifacts, and it looks like kind of bitrate issues basically when you're streaming a game. It's just like Netflix. It's so responsive. I'm not having any trouble. The game's not like input lag central. It's not like ruining my core experience. I'm still enjoying the game. Even if there is input lag in this game, it's really not noticeable, and the experience is really smooth. I'm really enjoying my game. Without any, I don't need a powerful PC. If I really want to, I can play this on my phone, or I could even play it on my laptop or whatever. You just have to have a really good internet connection, basically. And ours is pretty good. I'm not sure if it's the best. You probably get better internet connection than we have. But this looks and plays really, really good. And for a first look at the game as well, the game itself is really fun. Like I said before, the Grid series, it's one of those that I'm glad they kind of remembered that they like as well. So there's Grid 1 in 2008, Grid 2 didn't come out until 2013, and that is one of the best racing games of that generation, I think. Grid Autosport came out in 2014, Next Gen was already out at that time, but they didn't release a Next Gen version, which is strange. They just released it on PS3 and 360, and that was a bit more simmy than Grid 2, but that's why I like Grid 2 more. Here we go. First, I love the chip-aways look at the bodywork being chipped away and stuff. That's so cool. Well, it's first pretty much that entire race, and I got the fastest lap. And just like that, continue on and keep going through the game. So I think that'll do for my first look at this game. I really enjoyed it, and it flew by. This is something I could just keep playing and keep having fun with, actually. But for now, I think I'll call it there. It's really interesting to play a game on Google Stadia. I didn't think I'd ever sign up to it, but if you're going to give it to me for free for 2 months, why not? And this seems like there's a lot more to the game as well. Multiplayer, free play. So this was my first look at Grid 2019, but the Stadia edition. And I'm glad that I tried it, actually. It runs completely fine on Stadia. My internet connection stayed stable throughout the whole game, so I didn't have that much lag. I think I had a bit of lag at one point, but it was really minor and I got over it really quick. I was winning races and I was having fun. The damage model in this game is really good, and the graphics are really good in this game. And the racing felt really intense, and I felt really engaged in the racing. Some racing games that I play, sometimes you get really bored playing them. This game kind of kept me engaged the whole way through. Even when I was first that whole time, I was still encouraged to drive as cleanly as possible. I would recommend playing this game if I was you. If you want, sign up to Google Stadia. This is not a paid promotion, but it's free, so why not? And you can play it on your laptop. You don't need a gaming PC, you don't need anything like that. You can even play it on your phone if you've got a supported device. Really recommend Stadia, at least for the free 2 months while we're in lockdown. So if you like racing games, check this one out. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.